Yes, good morning to all the students. We have already studied some of the properties of acids yesterday. We discussed about the types of acid and what the acid means. So today we will continue the same topic with its properties. Okay, so let us study with the acids, its properties. So what are the properties of the acids? The first one is it is sour in taste. Okay, they are mostly sour in taste, and except some of the acids are been there which does not have the sour taste. They are stearic acid, boric acids, and salicylic acid. So these are the some of the acids which means are not in sour taste. Then the next one is if you heard about the pH scale, that is 0 to 14. Okay, so 7 is the neutral point. It is neither acids nor the base. So acid mostly falls under that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So these pH scales have 8 to 14. This is acid. Okay, this is base. So by studying the pH scale, we can say that it is base or acid. How? If the pH reading will be in between 0 to 7. Okay, in between 0 to 7, then it is said to be a acid. It is said to be an acid. Now, what is the concentration? So I draw this one. That's why I am telling about the concentrations of acid. The more concentrate acids falls under this side. Okay, that means that the acid which is having the pH scale 1. Okay, the acid which is having the pH scale 1 is more stronger than others. That means higher concentrations of the acid will fall lower pH scale. We have to understand this one. So the another property is that the pH scale will in between what 0 to 7. That is the another property of the acids. Now the next one. So when acids react with base, okay, when acid react with base, what it does? It produces salt and water. When acid react with base, then it produce what? Salt and water. Let us take one of the example, that is HCl. This is what? Acid. Okay, HCl, hydrochloric acids. We have already studied about this one. Hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid react with base, means OH ion they are having. We will study next day about the base. Now you only remember that those compound having hydroxide ion are called as base. And one of the example is sodium hydroxide, NaOH. That is sodium hydroxide. So this is what? This is base. So HCl is the acid and sodium hydroxide is the base. So when what we are saying that when acid react with base, then what happen? It produce I am writing here. It produce what? That is NaCl. That is what? That is common salt. Which we are taking, we consume during our food. while taking our food we are consuming this one. NaCl is the common salt, and what it produce, another product will be H2O. That means another property of the acid is what? When they react with base, then they produce salt and water. Yes, good. Now let us take another example. Is this means work or not? Then next one, that is H2SO4. That is what? That sulfuric acid. That is sulfuric acids. So sulfuric acid, when they react with copper oxide, that is copper oxide, what is that? Is base. Metal, when means metal oxides and hydroxides are the bases. We will study later on. So when acid react with base, which acids? Which acid? That is sulfuric acid. When react with copper oxide, then what it forms? It forms copper sulfate plus water. So again copper sulfate is the salt, that is the salt and water. So I think you understand this property. That means the first one is what? They are sour in taste, taste except some of the boric acids and the stearic acid. Another property is the pH scale is less than 7. pH scale is less than 7, and the another property is what? Another property is they means when they react with base, they produce salt and water. Now the next property, let us start the next property. They are proton donor. So what it means? They are proton donor. They donates proton. Okay. So they produce, they means when they release electrons, then what happen? They are the positive charge. For example, HCl, so hydrogen ion plus chlorine ion. So these are being donated where? Plus H2O. What it gives? Hydroxides, hydronium ion. So in this way they donates the protons. Okay. Then the next one, positive charge. Proton means positive charge. Then the next one, increase in hydrogen ion concentrations in solutions. So what it does? Acids when dissolved in water, when acid dissolve in water or any other solutions, what they do? They increase the hydrogen ion concentrations. Okay, I give the example itself, that HCl, that gives what? Charge, and this is been added with water to form what? That means hydronium ion. So the charge of the hydrogen increase when it falls in the solutions. So that is the another properties of the what? Acids. Now the another one is they, when they dissolve in water, they release what? They release proton ion. They release proton ion in the solution, and that has good conductor of electricity. So higher concentrations solutions of acids is good conductor of electricity, whereas the weak acids or the solutions of the weak acids are the less conductivity of electricity. So we can say that when we pass pure water does not pass electricity. Okay, pure water, in pure water electricity is not been passed, but when some acid is dissolved when some acid is dissolved in water, it will be good conductor of what? Electricity. So, it means that when acid is dissolved in the solution, they will be conduct electricity. Then the next one, come to the next point, that is acid react with carbonates or bicarbonates. What happen? For let us take one example. When acid react with carbonate, calcium carbonate, isn't it? Hydrochloric acids react with what? Calcium carbonate. Okay, what I am saying, when acids react with carbonate and bicarbonate, they produce what? They produce that is salt, water and carbon dioxide. What they are produce? Salt, water and carbon dioxide. Okay, what they produce? When hydrochloric acids, or we can say that when acids react with carbonate or bicarbonate, then it will produce salt, water and carbon dioxide. Let us see it will produce or not. So, here we can say that when calcium carbonate react with HCl, then what happen? They will produce calcium chloride CaCl2 plus water plus carbon dioxides. Okay. So, when HCl, hydrochloric acid, react with calcium carbonate, then it produce salt. Which salt? That is calcium chloride, and water and carbon dioxides. Then the next example, let's see the next example, its work or not. So, in case of calcium carbonates, let's take sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. Okay, sodium carbonate. Then what happen? Then it will be replaced. Sodium will be replaced hydrogen. Okay, we have studied this one in periodic, means chemical reactions. I think you by heart that one, the trick which I have shown you. And so, sodium will be replaced by hydrogen, or hydrogen replaced by sodium to form sodium chloride NaCl plus H2O plus what? H2O plus carbon dioxide. So, there will be 2 and here will be 2. So, what we come to know now? When acid react with carbonate or bicarbonate, it will produce what? It will produce salt, water and carbon dioxide. So, I give the example of what? I give the example, all the example, that 2 example is been given to you, that are related with the carbonate. Okay, that are relates with the carbonate. Now, takes one example of bicarbonate, it's working or not, or the property is exact or not. Let us take one example. When hydrochloric acids react with calcium bicarbonate, okay, calcium bicarbonate CaHCO3, sorry, see, then what it produce? All 2 these are. Then what it produce? It produce what? Calcium chloride CaCl2 plus H2O plus CO2. So, it produce salt, water and carbon dioxide. So, the property which is means I said, that is what? When acid react with carbonates or bicarbonates, acid react with carbonate or bicarbonate, it will produce what? Means salt, water and carbon dioxide gases. Okay. So, I think you understand this property. Now, let us go to the another property. So, when acid react with metal, then what happen? Let us take one of the example. HCl react with metal. Let us take one example, Zn. Then what happen? We have already studied in chemical reactions that when zinc react with hydrochloric acid, then what happen? It will produce zinc chloride and what? ZnCl2 plus H2 gas. Okay. That means that when acid react with metal, it will produce hydrogen gas. Understand? Like another example, H2SO4 plus Zn. Then what happened? ZnSO4 plus H2. So, whatever the acid is, nitric acids or sulfuric acids or hydrochloric acids, whatever acid is there, when they react with metals, then when they react with metal, they will obviously produce what? What? That is hydrogen gas. Let us take another example, HCl plus Mg, magnesium. Then MgCl2 plus H2. I am not balancing the equation. I am only means try to make you understand that what will happen when zinc or metals react with acids. So, that means metals are and the hydrogen is been produced. That means when metal react with acid, they will produce hydrogen. Okay. Then the next one, how we know that that is acid or not? So, by reacting them with the metals or the another part, or we will take nitric acids in our hand and then we will means touch to our tongue. No, it is impossible because it is high concentrations, it will burn our skin. So, how we can test them? How we can know that that is acids or base? So, we can easily means know that that is acid or base by seeing with the or by reacting with them with the litmus paper. When we pour a litmus paper or when we keep a litmus paper over blue litmus, then it will turns into red color. Okay. Litmus paper are the indicator. Indicator means they indicates about acidic or basic properties. So, when this paper, these are special paper means used in laboratory. So, when blue litmus color paper is been poured in the or means touch with the acids, then what happen? Immediately it turns into red in color. So, by which we can say that they are acidic in property. Another way of identifying it is acids or not by means keeping methyl orange. Okay. Sorry, methyl orange, which is light yellow in color. Okay, which is yellow in color, light yellow in color. When we drop acids on it, it turns into pink in color. So, by this also we can know that this is acids. So, to know the acidic property, we must test with the litmus paper or the methyl orange, or we can take the phenolphthalein, which is pink in color, and when the acid is been dropped to it, it's become colorless. So, these are the properties of the acids. Now, I think you understand that one. So, the first, it is sour in taste except boric acids and stearic acids etc. Then the another one, the pH scale is less than 7, and the other one when it's react with base, so it produce or neutralize into salt and water, they are proton donor, means that is ion donor, positive ion donor. So, the concentrations of solutions can be known by that is the ion, hydrogen ion. Then when it is dissolved in water, they release hydrogen ion. So, due to which the electricity can pass through it, Then again the another property we have, that when acids react with carbonate or bicarbonates, then it produces salt, water and carbon dioxides. Another property is when acid react with metal, it produces hydrogen gas, and to test the acids we can test with the blue litmus paper, which when touch with the acids or pour in acids, then it will turns into red in color. And the another was by using methyl orange. When acid is been dropped in methyl orange, then the color will be changed into pink. So, these are some of the properties of the acid. So, now what are the use of acids? What are the use? The first one is the citric acids. When we say about the citric acids, that is found in lemon and orange, we have already studied. So, what are they are the source of vitamin C. So, it is especially said that you have to take vitamin C, that is in presence in lemon, orange, or which are sour in taste. The fruits which are sour in taste, they contains vitamin C, or that is citric acids mostly, and we call as the citrus family. Mostly citrus family are the plant which have citric acids contain, and which are rich in vitamin C, and vitamin C is necessary for developing our immunity systems in the body, or immunity power in our body. Then the next one nitric acid, which we know as the strongest acids. And these are also important because to manufacture that is ammonia, chemical fertilizer, that is urea is also prepared from it. And dye means, do you know dyes? Dyes means the color, the cloth color, and we can say that the dye are used also by the peoples for coloring their hair also. So, these types of dyes are being used by making nitric acids. And the another one, that is explosive content, that is bomb and so on, are also been produced from nitric acids, by the use of nitric acids in plastic also, in perfume also. These types of acids is been used. Then another one, the mineral acids. We say about the nitric acids, sulfuric acids, hydrochloric acids are the mineral acids which are produced from the earth mineral. So, these are been large use in industry. Okay, these are used large in industries for what? For like for example, hydrochloric acid are used for making glue. Okay, glues and bleaching agent of the textile industry. So, textile industry, they for color means they have to rub the mix color and smoothly, and rub the leather also, acids are being used. Then the next one is the carbonic acids. So, carbonic acids is used in soda water. So, the soda water which we consume, that are formed by what? That are formed by the use of carbonic acids. Then the next one is the vinegars which are been used in pickle. हामीले के भन्छौँ? अचार भन्छौँ, vinegars. So, it is been used in pickles, that is we preserve the pickles for a large duration, and that's in which we add acetic acid, that is, or the vinegars. So, these are the use of the acids. So, what are the use of the acid? The first one is the acids, the citric acids which are found in fruits, that's like lemon, orange, etc. So these have contain a large vitamin C, okay, large amount of vitamin C, and which are necessary for our body. Then the next one is the nitric acids, which is been used for the manufactures of different types of materials in industry, like we can say that chemical fertilizers, urea, then dyes, that drugs, explosions, plastic and perfume. Then the another one, the mineral acids are used for in a large industry, like I have given the example of hydrochloric acids for the making glue and bleaching agents in the textile industry. Likewise, carbonic acid is been used as soda water, and the another one is the acetic acids or the vinegars are used in our daily life in pickles. So these are the some of the properties and use of acids. So by this we are completing the syllabus of acids, and tomorrow we will start base, okay, the base, acid and base. So for today this much only. So thank you to all of you for watching this video, and once again thank you all.